Welcome to Urban History Explores. Today we are in Eyam, and we're going to go and do some shots at a waterfall, so we're going to go and get that. And we're also, we've got limited time, so we're going to try and shove in as much as we can. So we are going to nip to the Eyam Museum, because obviously Eyam's very historical and it's got the plague significance here, and there's the houses that you can see where it tells you the victims that died. It's quite nice, really. Just walking past Eyam Hall, so I'm going to see if we can go and have a look in there in a bit. And also, yeah, we've got a lot to see and not very little time, so I will see you shortly. We just come to have a look at this, which is just off the main road. Some kind of barn, or it could have been, yeah, an old cottage or farmhouse. So I'm just going to go and have a look. Seems to be a way in over here, so let's go and have a little look. It's not very accessible in there, is it? I don't know what them weird railings are. Don't know, I'm trying to figure out what these weird railings are. They're inside in that one. Yeah? I think we might be better, actually. So I'm just rubbing myself down, got covered in crap. Right, just have a look. Oh. Kind of worse than the other side. It's worse than the other side. Josh has done it. Let's go. Holy shit. Some kind of, I don't know what it is actually. Looks like you put something in the top there, yeah. And it were, I don't know if it were a spindle or something.
Not much to it, but it's quite cool.
No, it's quite interesting, isn't it?
Just that to have been left there and all.
Right guys, we'll pick up in a bit. We've reached, what's it called? Waterfall what? Swaps.
Best way of
a waterfall.
Yeah.
But it's just out on the outside of Eyam village, so if you ever want to come out and have a look.
It's definitely worth it.
Yeah. But I will give you some advice. There's a Caribbean cafe on the way, so once you see that, you're literally like 5 minutes away. Yeah, I can see it. I'll show you when we're closer, because you can't really see it well through that trees. Oh, look at this.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah. The ice is sort of doing us a favour at the moment.
Get ready for this bit though.
Oh fuck.
I can't tell if this is private land.
No, it's that bit over there.
Oh. Holy shit, get ready, Leon. Look at it.
Right, what it...
First time in fucking ages.
They shouldn't even be that potent this time of year.
Right,
yeah. Sliding like a bastard. Oh fuck.
Well, this is on its way down. So.
Right, guys, I am going to cut footage for now because otherwise I'm going to end up killing myself. So.
Oh, we're on the cave.
There's a cave? Wow. Look at this, guys. Beautiful. Do you know what? People ask me why I do this. This is why. You know what I mean? You don't get to see stuff like this sat in your fucking room playing PlayStation, you know what I mean? Or Xbox to balance it to go. Right, I think we will go and have a neb in that cave in a bit.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to cut footage for now because I want to get some photos while I'm here, and then we're going to go and have a look in that cave. And then we're going to show you the stuff that Eyam Village has to offer as well. So right, I will see you in a cave. So I've climbed up there, and it does go in a bit further, but I'm a bit concerned about what I've got to stand on here. So if you can see, it was quite, it's not a very deep cave, but that's as far down as it goes. But pretty impressive. It's a great place to come and check out if you're in Eyam. So right, following up from that cave, I just climbed in, and as I was getting out, there were like layers of wood inside, and it all collapsed as I got out. But luckily, I was on the floor when it decided to do it. So if you do come, go in, but I would be very careful. You know what I mean? Right, I'll see you in a bit, guys. Right, Josh is taking a photograph of the waterfall. What I did earlier, what you do upwards. But it's not very easy to get splashed on really bad.
Yeah, that's probably where it was. Oh, I see.
Do you know what? I'm actually just getting to the point where Josh just likes to be mucker. Do you know what I mean? Chucks his hats on the floor. You know what I mean?
The waterfall.
Yeah, crawls in fucking bushes and then disappears at underground medical centres. Right, just do a last pan of this brilliant place. That's the way in and out, by the way. I just thought I'd point that out. It's pretty, you know, bad.
Fucking worth it though.
Yeah, if you're ever in Eyam, come out and have a look. It's really quite good. But I would recommend come when it's rained a bit, because you want the waterfall like this, and we've heard it dries up in summer, so don't come in the summer. Right, I will pick up in a bit. We're going back to Eyam in a bit, so I'll see you in a minute. Right, we are back in Eyam, and we're going to Eyam Museum when we can find it. Just want to point out, there's quite a few houses on this walk down this road, and they point out that they were houses that fell victim to the plague. Also, you'll see the picture at the end. As we're walking down this road, I should have filmed it, I didn't. There was a dead cow swinging from the front of a tractor, but I took that photo so you can see that at the end of the video. That's if you're really into that. What's on?
The lights on.
Oh, is it? Right, I'll fix that in a minute. Right, we're going to find the museum, so I'll see you shortly. Oh, wait. I'll just show you this. No, this is Richard Furness's house, the famous poet. And that's where he used to live. So, right, I will pick up. These are some of the cottages where many people died during the plague. So this one's Rose Cottage, and there's some of the names of the people that died, all around the 1600s. Another one here, look. This one's called Plague Cottage. And again, list of the victims. It's quite sad when you think about it. So I am actually videoing, but I'm trying to take photos at the same time. Right. Yeah. Here's another one. The Hawksworth family. See, this is sad because one of them were only a 15-month-old. Their son, Humphrey. So that's really sad. We're going to go into the church graveyard because I do know there's graves in here too, which are from that period. So we will show you around here. This is a famous church as well in Eyam. I will try and find some of the graves because some of the gravestones in here do date back to the 1600s. And it is some of the victims of the plague that happened here. I don't know if the church is open, unfortunately, so otherwise we'll see if we can get inside and have a look. There's the Celtic cross there, which dates back to the 8th century. We can get a closer look for you. Says that cross, it dates back to the 8th century. Wall sundial, the wall sundial from 1775. This is a very famous thing here as well. The sundial. The stained glass windows are remarkable. I am going to see in shortly if we can get inside. This is one of the plague victims' tombs here, look. It's the tomb of Catherine Mopperson, I think that is, who died of the plague in August 25th, 1666. See, the thing is in 1666, the fire of London happened in London, and it got rid of the plague virus in London, but there were parts of England like Eyam, and there were a few others which fell victim. This is a memorial to the Reverend Stanley, Thomas Stanley. He was a supporter of Reverend William Mopson, who was during the plague time. So these stones here are from the plague times. 16. Can't make that out. I don't know if that's
1682.
Is it an 8?
Yeah, 1682.
Yeah.
Then it was burned January.
Yeah, all the plague victims during that era were burnt for the obvious reasons, to stop the spread of the disease. Right, hold on, working two hands here. That's the tomb of hers, isn't it? Yeah. So we've just connected that because this is we believe this is his wife, obviously. Right, sorry if this shoddy camera work going on, but I'm trying to work with two hands here. Should we see if we can get in church in a bit? Look. Herbs used during the plague.
You can tell they work, can't you?
There you look. Aromatic herbs in use at the time of the plague of Eyam. So they used rosemary, balm, thyme and rue, which we do know now none of those things helped the doctors at all, which many doctors did contract the plague when they were trying to help the people that had it. This graveyard is remarkable. If Connor is watching, your dad would love it here. Right, I'm going to stop footage and I'll pick up in a minute. Right, we're in the church. We've managed to be able to come in and have a look. So what I'm going to do is show you some of the things that are here. This is a list of the plague victims that died between 1665 and 66. Excuse me. This is a very old church. It dates back to medieval times, and it was here when the plague happened in the 1600s. And if you look at the top there, they're medieval murals. Up there too as well. Excuse me. Have you seen this window here? I didn't notice that last time. This is a stained glass window depicting the things that happened during the plague. Right, Josh is over there praying. Right, I'll see you in a bit, guys. Right, I've just purchased this from the church, 80 pence. It's like a plague victim register. So I've just popped the money into the box that they had there. So yeah, that's proof on thing. I put 80 pence in the box. So right, I will pick up in a bit, guys. Right, we were just walking down the road from Eyam village because the bus is going to be a while, so we decided to have a walk down here. We just discovered this like tunnel. It's bricked off at the other side, but it's still an interesting find. So Josh is going to go in. Do you know what? Since we've been in Eyam today, I think this is the most, like littered looking part I've ever seen. What's that in there?
Oh, there's none of those. Oh, there's stalagmites.
Hey, can you film a second?
Yeah. So, oh shit, I thought you detected it then. So here you have something that is called a stalagmite. They form when the salt and the water mix, and they take thousands of years to form. And then you've got some big ones there, like snowballs, and look out. Yeah, they're solid. Obviously under there, just these two. And then, oh, I just tried to bang my head. So yeah, it's quite cool under here, to be fair. I reckon it went old. So I don't even know what it could be.
Right, I'm just going to show you this house, which is a crossroad. It's called Lover's Leap, and it's about a woman called Hannah Baddeli, I think it is. And basically she was the most beautiful girl in Stony Middleton, and she was unable to face her future. Sorry about the vanguard. She was unable to face her future. You know what? There were no vans coming down until I started doing this, you know. Right, but anyway, to cut a long story short, her lover rejected her. So what she did is she climbed to the top of this cliff up here, and she declared her love for William Barnsley, who was her lover, and she jumped on the 12th of December 1764. Do you know what? The anniversary is nearly that, isn't it? Right, at the moment we're actually in Stony Middleton because we've walked down from Eyam, and they don't seem no open here either. There seems to be a thing where like, no, it's open here on Wednesdays for some reason. But we've seen a chippy maybe, so we're going to go and see if we can find that chipper. Right, I'll see you in a bit, guys. Right, I just made a mistake with that story I just told you. She did jump from there, but it says that her petticoat billowed out and parachuted her down to safety. But she was cured by her desire for William, and she died in December the 12th, 1764. Right. The fucking lorries. Right. Right. We are waiting for the bus to go back to Sheffield, so this is the end of our video. You can't make Josh out in there, but he's in there like facing the wall. It's a bit strange. So I will see you in the next video, guys. See you later.